On this episode of the Backcountry Vagabond, it has been a windy, cold, miserable freaking day.
That's gonna look so good. Yum, yum, yum.
Killing me! Ah! This is your Backcountry Vagabond, Greg Sitnam, inviting you to join me for a backcountry adventure. Day 23, and it has been a windy, cold, miserable freaking day. I can't even use my other cameras because I have no battery, and the clouds are coming in, so I can't get anything to charge. The tent has been blowing so much that I was worried that if I got out, it was going to fly away. Can you see how much the water's moving back there? It is blowing. Consistently, it's blowing 10 to 15. I went out fishing and I caught a nice rainbow, and like a dumbass, I let it go. So now I am here. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. My stomach's rumbling. I'm hungry. Oh, there's that damn eagle. Oh, shoot. Hey ho. Cooking up a little bit of dinner. This is what 2 trout looks like.
That's gonna look so good. Yum, yum, yum.
So I caught 3 fish today, and I am eating the last of the 3. I had 1 for lunch. I didn't catch anything for breakfast, and then I hooked into 1 off the point here around 11 and 11:30. Started fire and just ate it. I was hungry. It was good. You ought to see the difficulty I am having with framing and placement.
How stupid was that of me?
I make up virtually everything I do. I spend the afternoons laying around my tent, smoking a little of the green, and thinking and rehearsing and trying to come up with more content. After a while, I don't know if I'm interesting. I don't know if what I'm saying is even being heard. The stress must be getting to me because I woke up this morning and I was all full of blemishes like a teenager going to prom. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm in the water every damn day. I'm out on the water for at least an hour every single day. Today I left around 4:30 and I got back around 6 o'clock and I caught 2 quick fish. I did not get up to the big tree, but I did wander over to the other side of the cove and explore a little bit over there. And there's some really nice tent sites inside the rock, sitting right in the rock. I'm not sure it's better than this. This is a really nice spot, and it's especially great for drone operation. While I was out there, I found another patch of chamomile. I didn't pick much, but I picked a little bit. I really like the leaves in my oatmeal in the morning. I have officially set a new personal record for length of trip. This time last year, I was already out of the woods. So here we are, 6 days left, 3 of them on the trail. And I'm tempted to make it 4, but that means I leave here earlier. Do I come back here next year? It was disappointing. That's really unfair to say because I caught over 100 fish, but it was disappointing that I wasn't able to catch any of the big brook trout this time. What a great time to be here. I'm swimming, I'm boating, I'm hardly wearing any clothes. I've got a tan to kill for, but if I'm not catching the brook trout, then I can go to any lake and do this, you know? Although I like having a campsite that is virtually impossible to see from any trail. That's going to be it for me. I'll tune in a little bit later after dinner. We're going to tell a story. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is one of my fireside chats. I want to talk about something that happened to me a long time ago when I was still in high school. Something that stuck with me to this day, and I think has formed a lot of my belief in faith and my grasp of death. When I was in high school, I worked for the local funeral home, and the family that ran that funeral home was really good to me and to my family. And I'll be eternally grateful. So I work at the funeral home. I don't really do a whole hell of a lot, truth be told. You know, I wash the cars, I mow the lawn, I vacuum the floor. I'm around bodies. I never saw them. and I never touched them. I moved caskets, but caskets come and go. You have to maintain inventory. But specifically, the time I'm speaking of took place when the family was on vacation. You have step-in morticians that'll prep a body, so they take a vacation and the elevator breaks. But the prep room is in the basement and the viewing room is on the first floor. So now he has to find a way to get a body from the basement to the first floor. Guess who was there? At that time, I'm 5'7", 110 pounds, dripping wet. But I'm around and nobody else was, so the temporary mortician came to me and says, we got to move this body upstairs. I need some help. The elevator's broken. We're going to have to carry him up the stairs. I said, okay, all right, I'll stand up. I'll be a man. So we go down to the basement and he says to me, all right, I'll grab the shoulders, which are the heavy part, and then you'll grab the waist and legs and carry them up. And I'll go first so that I'm walking backwards. I said, fine. Then I realized that it isn't just any dead body. It's actually a member of the same small church. So I knew Bernie and his wife very well. I had spoken with them, had eaten with them, had done a lot of things with them. And there he was dead. And I was going to carry him up the steps. Of course, their basement steps weren't straight. There was a 3 or 4 step up and then a landing and then a right angle up to the first floor. So he goes up the first 3 steps and gets to the landing. Just as I start to get to the steps, he turns. When he turns, when they pump your body full of poison and formaldehyde, what ends up happening is they have to plug you. Well, you only have a few natural holes where they go in. So all of a sudden, I felt in my left hand wetness, which means the plug was getting wet and soaking through. And all the preservative that was in the upper body was now above that area that I'm holding on to and is leaking out of him through the backside of his very scratchy brown tweed suit. It's a moment I will never forget. Holding him in my arms and realizing that there was absolutely nothing there except for a piece of meat with some preservative in it. That was different. It shaped me in a lot of ways. From that point on, I questioned faith. It made me realize that faith isn't reality. Faith is reality for those who choose to make it reality. There may not be a whole lot of truth in faith, but you take it at face value.
And in your moments of despair, you turn to faith and you hope that it helps. And it has for me. For the Backcountry Vagabond, I'm Greg Sidnam, encouraging you to give faith a shot. It's well worth it.